Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Annie from Manifest with the Medium. Today, I'm going to be talking about spiritualist temples in the Western world. So I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of investigation in how these temples work and how they operate. Now, we all know when it comes to manifesting, it's about mind, body, and energy combined. You got to be aligned. So what happens when our energy is off? Do we ever question it? Is there a reason why we go to these spiritualist temples? What are we seeking? What are we looking to get? There are people with different levels of abilities within the psychic industry. Now, obviously, this platform, it's called Manifest with a Medium for a reason, because not only do we cover the science aspect, we also cover the supernatural side. So we like to combine the both. You're not going to get this anywhere else. So as you know, on our platform, we've done over 900 worldwide energy removal cases. So some of those cases, I've actually asked a few people, where did you go? What was your process? And what did you do? Because as Abraham Hicks put it, we need to be 100% in our vortex energy when it comes to manifesting. Now, question is, are we actually 100% in our vortex energy? So we have this physical body, this is our soul. What we don't want is any interference of any other entities or energies in our energy field, because that's one of the reasons why perhaps we struggle when it comes to finances, love, relationships, marriage, anything in our practical life. Now, this is really interesting because obviously some people can catch these energies. And of course, we've got the Satanist people. Now, I don't really give a flying fuck if there's people out there worshipping Satan. You know, maybe we just need to educate people a bit, because when it comes to having entities or energies on your energy field, it really damages your subconscious state, influences your actions, your behaviors, your choices. So what place are we manifesting from? Really? Is it from our soul or is it influence of energy? So one thing that I want to educate you guys on is if there's an interference of energy, what happens, it penetrates into your auric field. Now, we all have this big, massive aura. Now, you've probably been to sign kits and they probably said to you, oh, I can see dark, I can see black. Well, that's the color that we want to bloody avoid, right? So as soon as the energy penetrates in, what happens over time, it can damage your physical health and even damage your subconscious mind. Now, we see this a lot. Have you seen like certain public figures that have just come out and they just said, yeah, I've been diagnosed with a cancer, I've been diagnosed with a tumor. Maybe if they were very spiritually switched on, they would know there's more to it. So as the energy penetrates into the physical body, it can enter into the system, latch onto an organ, and it's like, hang on, you've gone for a scan with the doctor hasn't picked anything up, you've gone back a few months. What's happened there? And we've had cases like that with some people. Now, if you think what I'm talking is absolutely bonkers, now all I want you to do is pull up Google and I want you to type in doctor, bring my ex back. Doctor, make him love me. Now, what the heck? What do you think these doctors do? Witchcraft and spells and voodoo. Oh, and the worst thing, guys, oh my God, is when people purchase spirits to have sex with. Yeah. Oh, the spirit's name is actually called incubus or succubus spirit. Google it. Me going around these spiritualist temples, what I did, I was in the UK and I met this man in 2022. And he's very well connected with some of the spiritualist temples around. And I reached out to him because he has a great platform, an online platform in TV, in radio. And I thought, wow, why don't I bridge the education within these spiritualist temples? Why don't we offer a service where people have such issues? So as I spoke with this gentleman, which by the way, I found out today, he passed away a couple of months ago. He was only 44. Having a conversation with him, what I wanted to do was to bridge a gap, put a process in place. So when people go to spiritualist temples, they have a service that's offered to them to get their energy scanned. Get the help that they need in time. So I proposed, why don't we offer energy scans for these spiritualist temples? Why don't we offer a service of energy removal? Do you know what he said to me? He said, what is that? Why do we need that? And I said, well, manifesting is about mind, body, and energy. People are coming with issues. So we're not going to disregard giving them a service that's going to give so much benefit to them. What this man said to me was, he told me to go to the kitchen, and he told me to talk to these older ladies to talk about their fears and their worries. Yeah. So he totally disregarded me. He said if people want to go through the energy removal process, one, he doesn't want to be associated with it because it has a stigma. And two, how do we know if it's even done? So what I did, I answered him back and I said to him, well, what's the guarantee of anyone getting any form of pujas or any form of prayer work done? How do we know that's going to be guaranteed anyway? He didn't know what to say. He got diverted. But you know what was so interesting about this man? You know, before I meet anyone, I always connect to God. And I say, God, you are truth and truth is God, right? You show me the truth. Out of nowhere, this man says to me, well, if people are not in pain, how will these temples run? Yeah, you just let it go then. So what I find with that is it's a business, guys. Everything is a business. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, do you want to go into the same cycles being stagnated, or do you want to do something about it? Or are we going to continue going to these temples who are not offering the services that you actually do need? So what's very interesting, guys, is that I did a bit of research with some of the churches in the UK. Do you know some of these churches actually carry out exorcisms? But not even that. They do it in front of a crowd. I mean, how irresponsible is that? You're taking a spirit out of someone. By all means, that spirit could jump onto another person. Or even worse, still stay in the church. Oh, the funny part was when I met this guy, and he does go to the church, he's told me about these exorcisms that people do right in front of other people, these pastors, yeah? And he said to me that because he's covered in the blood of Jesus, nothing can touch you. Well, I think that he's watched too many exorcism movies because that's not how the real world works. Just kept saying, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. I'm like, that's not how it works. So what we want to do is we want to put a very good process in place. Now, whether the temples or the churches want to work with us, it's up to them. But Manifest with the Medium, what I did was I bought the top trance mediums, the highest form of mediumship out there. These people with abilities, it doesn't really matter what religion they're from. They are there to help and serve people, to get the help that they need in time. Because God forbid, the longer you leave this bad energy, which is like a cancer, the more damage it's going to do. And what I did when I brought these people together, I wasn't operating from a place of ego. I wasn't like, oh, I'm the shit because I'm the psychic or I'm the medium. No, I'm humble. I have no ego. I'm like, come, umbayai together. Let's go and help people. So people usually go to temples when they are in need of insight or guidance, or perhaps there's certain areas of their life that they want to improve on. Perhaps there's something that they want to manifest. Now, a temple is a place of worship. So prayer is completely different to manifesting. We can go to a temple, we can pray, but you know, God is not answering everyone's prayers. If that's the case, then why is there wars going on? What about the people who are in wars and praying, you know? Manifesting is a tool that's been given to you to co-create with God, with the universe, with the divine. Now, people going to temples, what they don't understand is that it ends up being a congregation of all you guys with entities attached to each other, and you're wondering why nothing's progressed. If you go into a place of worship or a temple, you've got to feel like you feel uplifted, your vibrations raised. And when you're in a congregation of people where everyone's vibration is raising, guess what you're doing? You are activating certain chakras, your third eye, your awakening of your senses. So it's absolutely amazing. But the moment you go home and you feel absolutely shattered, you should not be feeling shattered. So what's happened there? Who have you mixed energies with? What energies jumped here now? Because we've had cases where we've told people, okay, because you went here, this is where you've caught it. Yeah. So imagine if everyone had all their energies protected. They went to a temple, the vibrations all raised. Imagine the possibilities that you could be achieving within your manifesting state.